What's up, YouTube? So the next question comes from a person on Reddit who is asking, how cautious do we actually have to be when interacting in the workplace? So now I have been to many different workplaces in the past 2 years, and I believe now I'm in a position to answer this question based on my experience. But before that, a story. So when I was a high school student and I was hearing stories about workplace interactions, especially when I heard that the primary language of the workplace is my secondary language, I was feeling a bit anxious and unsure that will I be able to interact with the other person effectively, especially when the other person is of the opposite gender, for me, which is female. Although it was difficult for me because I was stumbling over my words more often than I do right now, and I was not able to articulate myself what I want to say. And I believe when this happens, our credibility get decreased and we tend to hold ourselves back due to the fear of getting engaged in a conversation in a language that's outside of our comfort zone. And for me, which was English, because I come from the Indian land and the language we spoke over there since childhood was Hindi. But I didn't want to hold myself back due to the fact that English is not my primary language. And this is also one of the reasons that I immigrated to Canada, because I wanted to improve myself in one more language, which is English. So now the primary question was, how cautious do we actually have to be while interacting in the workplace? So in my experience, the interactions are professional and respectful. And as the saying goes, talk with the other person as you want them to talk with you. So it's all about having dignity and respect towards the other person regardless of gender. And gender is also a big thing here on West. Prior to being here, I only knew about two genders and I have only seen two genders, male and female. But since I arrived here, I came to know that there are more than 60, and I'm terming those 60 genders as Sikh. And now I might be contradicting myself, because on the one hand I say that respect the other person regardless of gender, and on the other I am saying they are Sikh. But let's be clear. So I respect them as persons, but I disrespect the fact that they are going against the will and the creation of God. However, companies these days are prioritizing diversity and inclusion, which means you're gonna see more people from LGBTQ community at your workplace, to which we cannot do anything. But as people of God, our responsibility is to respect them regardless of how they identify themselves. So in conclusion, let's be mindful of our interactions, but don't let fear hold you back, and let's thrive in any workplace. I know you can do it. I have seen people do it. I have done it, and that's why I believe you can do it. So guys, if you like what you watched, then go check out the video that YouTube is overlaying on this video. Until next time, done.